Hi, I'm Claire Russell from Guide to Spiritual Living. I just thought I would get out in our urban nature here and share with you a little bit about these gorgeous spring energies and how you can work with them for your own spiritual growth and personal development. So it's something that we do, follow the sacred cycle of the seasons, the magical year. We take people through a year program of that to really dive deeply into it. Yet spring is something that's just so evocative. I wanted just to speak to you right now and offer you some ways in to working with the seasons for your spiritual growth. So first principles of the seasons is what you see on the outer level is a map, is a guide to how you can journey on an inner level into your own inner growth and discover your own springtime. And what is springtime? It is about your new growth. It's about being willing to shed the old of winter, to come out and express yourself in the world, to open up and blossom in all of who you are. It's also really about working with this as alchemy. And what do I mean by that? It's transforming certain energies with the energies you see around you. And that, in its best way, as far as I can see, is to get really practical and express it in some way, which is why we talk a lot about ritual and ceremony, which is really just a physical, embodied, sacred practice, which is where you take the ideas of your spiritual growth, like we all have the idea of springtime and our growth and our renewal, and you take a symbolic, specific action in order to represent this in your life, this growth that you're seeking to see, this renewal time of spring. And when you do that, it's kind of like a signal to your whole being of I'm taking this seriously and I'm really ready to step into my spiritual growth and my springtime. So I really encourage you to be practical, to think of this as an inner journey. And the specific themes of spring that I'm going to offer you now to reflect on, and maybe just consider which one of these themes is really calling me right now, and how can I take one action today to live and to work with that energy. So those three themes. The first one, renewal. So this is the time of year where we're coming out of winter. It's a death of the old, which does mean cleansing. It does mean letting go. And we all love to hold on to all those things that feel safe and comfortable, but maybe a little bit shabby and outworn, and it's time for us to grow into something new. So maybe think about that for yourself. Is there anything for you to let go of? Beliefs, emotions, even items of clothing, whatever it might be on an inner or outer level. What am I willing to let go of? And then thinking about what is being born through me. What is the new that's being born? And just think, which area of my life do I really want to create change and see newness? Or in my spiritual life, what do I want to bring in that's not there already? What enrichment do I want to bring in? And then when you've thought of these, take an action today to symbolize that, whether it is writing on a piece of paper the things that you want to let go of and then tearing it up and offering it to the wind on these beautiful kind of windy days, or maybe it's a showery day and offer it to the rain time to take it down the river. And for what you want to birth and to bring out into the world, maybe also create something for that, a little gift parcel maybe, and hang it on a tree somewhere, offering it to the spirit of nature. There's a tree of life for growth. The next theme, so that was renewal, the next theme is balance. So we all can get a bit out of balance, often in doing too much and not being enough, but it can be different for different people. So for example, look at your balance of giving and receiving, of masculine and feminine, of yin and yang, of expression and reflection, whatever it might be, especially if there is an area where you'd really like to see change and transformation. Just ask, how balanced am I here? And what would a greater balance look like? And then when you've found that, just think of taking a moment to maybe reflect on that in nature and to explore, how can I bring balance to that? How can I bring my flexible balance to that? And then finally, creative potential, the last theme, which is so obvious in spring. All of this new life blossoming. We're in that blossoming stage. It's just coming out. The fruits are not here yet, but the blossom is showing the way, and that is so beautiful. And so what is the key for our creative potential? Make something. Get your paints out. Sing, dance, whatever it might be. Create and celebrate and see all the beauty in this new life that's coming, because that's what the blossom is about, isn't it? It's so beautiful. So celebrate in some beautiful way through your own creative process the new life that you want to see come forth. Okay, so that is our little update for spring. I hope it's inspired you to go out and just take, even if it's a micro act, a ritual, or a moment of reflection in nature for what you want to create in your sacred spring. And if you do want to learn more about how you can integrate this kind of practice of the seasons in your everyday life, do visit us at guidetospiritualliving.com, check out our 7 Sacred Day online program, and maybe even join us for a masterclass on the spirit of the seasons. Okay, thank you, and wishing you a wonderful day.